SHOT Show 2016 at the Leatherman booth. I'm back with Kitri. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Good to see you guys.
Great to see you again.
Yeah, you guys were here last year. You learned about our brand new Signal outdoor survival tool. You learned about our wearable tool, the Tread, and now we've got a few more new things to show you this year.
Sweet, let's get into them.
Yeah. First, let's go to our Rescue Skeletool. So we're calling this our Skeletool RX. This is a tool that is intended for first responders and search and rescue personnel. It's very lightweight, about 5 ounces. A few unique features about this tool. Has a bit driver here with a carbide glass-breaking tip. If you come across a car where people are trapped inside and you need to either get in or out quickly, that's going to do it for you. We also have a unique blade on this multi-tool. It's 154 cm, so premium steel blade, slightly rounded tip on there, so if you are working with a patient or somebody who's injured, you're less likely to cut them in the process. We also have deeper serrations on this blade and slightly longer serrations, so that if you need to cut clothing or fibrous materials, you're able to do that.
In my experience, serrations are best for that type of material.
Exactly.
A lot of folks will say, well, I like to have my non-serrated blade for everyday use. Of course you do. This isn't everyday use. This is a rescue tool.
It's intended for that purpose. That's right. If you're up on a mountainside and you need to cut leather or heavy material, canvas, you're going to want serrations on your blade.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Now you also made a change to the rebar. Is that right?
We did. Some of you might be familiar with our rebar multi-tool. It's a throwback to the more slimmer, compact style that Tim Leatherman originally invented back in 1983 with the PST. This rebar is a little unique because it has no knife blades on it. It's intended for an industrial audience, people who are in trades like mining or construction, where they need a multi-tool to do what they do, but aren't allowed to carry knife blades on site. So instead, this has a very handy pair of scissors in it. It's not TSA compliant because it still has a saw, but if you are in the industrial trades, that is a very nice tool to have on hand.
Definitely, and I opened that up a minute ago and looked at the scissors on it. They are very similar to the ones you find on, like, let's see, the Charge. They're around that same size. Not identical, but very close. So they're going to be great utility scissors for everyday use. And I like that idea. I like the idea of revising an existing tool that's doing really well instead of having to rework and come up with something that only a few people are going to buy.
That's right. That's right.
Now, also, the Tread took off like crazy last year, didn't it?
I know. Well, I remember talking to you, Shane, after last year, and it was a very exciting time because we announced our wearable multi-tool, the Tread, and we had no idea how much of a hit it was going to be. So, very, very exciting for us. We have 2 different versions, a stainless steel and a black, and this year, actually, we're coming out with a few new features for it. So right now it has 10 links with a variety of different tools. We are coming out with metric links. So our friends in Canada, basically anywhere besides the United States, will be able to use the tools for their everyday purpose.
Very nice.
Yeah.
You know, that's something I hadn't really considered in getting into this tool in the first place, is that the tools there are designed for more U.S. use.
They are.
But now you're coming out with the metric one, and that's obviously being inclusive to a large audience that is very, very willing to get into this tool. So
that's true.
Very smart.
Future state, it's going to be even more broad with that than that. We are hoping to build links for a variety of niche purposes. So if you are an individual who's into fly fishing, sewing, and outdoor survival, you can build your own Tread on our website with links that are appropriate for your unique interests. So be looking for that in the next few years from Leatherman.
Very nice. And other things we talked about in regards to the Tread we probably can't mention on camera yet, but suffice it to say, there's lots of cool things coming up with that tool, and of course plenty of other tools in the future. And Kitri, thanks very much for taking us through this little tool.
Of course, it's always a pleasure. Thank you.
All right, and we are at the Leatherman booth at SHOT Show 2016. We'll see you later.